Hey guys, Pauly Howard with Fox Sports Radio for the NFL Card Sunday. Before I tell you what I'm betting, time to rant and run. How about the bowl games yesterday? A couple shootouts, good start with Arizona and New Mexico. A good performance out of Bob Davie and his team. That was Malinsky's coach of the year. He took over a program that had won 3 games in 3 years. A shootout, you could have middled the game, open 12, tens were available, 7.5 closed, and then it lands 8 as Arizona came ready to play, and they get the win. And how about the Holy War? Utah almost blows a 35-0 lead. BYU starts with 5 possessions, 5 turnovers, and they almost come back and lose by 7. Utah had less than 200 yards of offense, and they win the game as BYU handed them that game. Wild one here in Las Vegas, and the high-scoring games continue. That Ohio App State game got crazy late, and as we tape this, we're closing to nearing halftime with the Jets and the Cowboys. Kellen Moore now in for Dallas. Matt Castle didn't get it done. Wow. How did that guy win a division in Kansas City and go 11-5 in New England? Also, strange but true, they're pointing it out on the broadcast, the scenario where the Jets could go 11-5 and miss the playoffs. To the NFL card, can Carolina move to 14-0? I say go for it. If you can beat the Giants, it's Atlanta. And Tampa Bay the rest of the way, a little under the weather. But Rivera's got to go for this and go for 16-0. And how about Carolina, a small home favorite, if they match up against Seattle in the second round? Could happen. Be a hell of a game. Also, the Vikings need a big win. They're at home against the Bears, trying to lock up a playoff spot. Green Bay at Oakland, one of the marquee late games. Good article by Bill Barnwell. The Raiders could be the Cubs. After all these miserable seasons, since they lost to Tampa in the Super Bowl, they have stockpiled draft picks. They did a good job with the cap. They're locking up their young players. They could have $75 million in cap space after this season and could be a playoff favorite next year. Big game for the Raiders and the Packers as well. See if the Raiders can get to 500. And how do you put Osweiler on the bench if he can beat Brady and Roethlisberger? RJ thinks the line's crazy. I think the Steelers are the second best team in the AFC. Osweiler needs some help from his wide receivers and tight ends. Could have had 400 yards passing in that Raiders game. And see how Denver bounces back. Then they got the Monday night showdown at Cincinnati as well. That'll probably determine a bye. All right, time to tell you what I'm betting. 2 big featured pro picks up at pregame.com. Uncle Dave Esser with his college football bowl game of the year. 5-1 with his 3-star bowl bets the last 3 years. You must have that pick. Keep it going, Dave. And Spartan, NFL game of the year, supported by a 75% trend. 2 huge picks up there at pregame.com. Winner Friday with the Knicks. Loser yesterday in college football. We're back with an NFL side. We think the line's too low. This team we're going against is getting too much respect. I'm not buying it. And we got a team on a run that's also rested. That's our pick, handicapping the cappers. Pauly's pick from the pros. $15. That pick is yours. 2 pros on this game, but for different reasons. And before I get out of here, the free pick, Spartans on the Dolphins. I like that. Chargers haven't covered at home since week 1. 1-8 in their last 9 when favored. Read his full write-up and analysis and all the free picks up at pregame.com. Enjoy all the NFL games. We'll be back Monday on pregame.com.